It's time for the ALDS. The 2014 American League Division Series coverage on TBS is presented by T-Mobile. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Angels from the Big A.
Is presented by T-Mobile. ALDS Escobar leads it off for Kansas City, followed by Nori Aoki. Lorenzo Cain's the center fielder hitting third, then Eric Hosmer in the cleanup spot. Had a huge triple the other night in that comeback. Billy Butler is the designated hitter. Alex Gordon plays left field. Salvador Perez, who knocked in the game winner in the wild card game. Then you got Omar Infante, and batting ninth, it's Mike Moustakas playing third. Long Beach State teammates in 2004. Developed a great friendship then and were teammates with the Angels last. Made him look bad. One up the middle, base hit. Well hit, but right into the glove of David Freese at third for the second out. Throws over again, and they have got him. Aoki caught off first, and it wasn't even close. Hitting second, Albert Pujols in the 3-hole. Howie Kendrick is the cleanup hitter. You got David Freese, who has certainly some postseason pedigree at third base. Eric Ibar, the shortstop. Josh Hamilton has been bothered by a rib injury, but he's good to go here in the opener. C.J. Cron has a couple of home runs off Vargas. He's the DH. And Chris Iannetta behind the plate.
You know, on the mound today, Jason Vargas, you can see his numbers, 11 wins this year, signed a big 4-year contract with the Royals.
Who leaves it off for the Angels here in the bottom half of the first and swings at the first pitch. Fly ball to right center field, pretty well hit, back toward that wall. And Lorenzo Cain tracked it down. Postseason baseball. And he pops it up behind short. Alex Gordon makes the play, 2 up and 2 down. Pujols 3-1. In the air to center. And Cain's got it for the third out. That one much more routine. This is the way he started the first inning. And Jason Vargas says, thank you. 6th start has gone 11-3 the rest of the regular season, and he walks Hosmer to lead it. Didn't mean to. Rounded to first. Pujols, there's one. Back to first. Got him. On the mound and Jared Weaver. Fly ball shallow left. Ibar quickly back, but look at Josh Hamilton, who called him off and made the sliding catch for the third out. Touch of class in left field from the former MVP. Little squibber to second, but Infante plays with the bare hand. In the air, shallow right. At the last second, Aoki got a beat on it and put it in his pocket for the second out.
You know what's interesting?
The American League Division Series is underway, and Ibar to center field. Cain charging hard, and he makes the play. Second time in this game that Lorenzo Cain, who didn't play organized baseball until his sophomore year of high school, has made a spotlight play. From Weaver. And he got him. Got him with the breaking pitch. 2 up and 2 down. Third strikeout.
You can use when you find yourself in those spots.
Missed down low, and it's a 2-out walk to Moustakas.
Pickoff just to hold the runner.
The 2-2 curveball drilled to left. Hamilton goes back. He can't make the play. Moustakas is around third, and he's going to be waved, and he will score without a throw. The Royals break out on top 1-0. Strike to the left side. Ibar on the run, throws him out. And that'll do it in the top half of the third. But the Royals get on the board. The leadoff hitter, ALDS Escobar, run-scoring double. 1-zip. And it's right at Escobar, who didn't have to move. 1 down. Hit it Moustakis, who throws him out for the second out.
So one of the cool things.
In the air to left, well hit. Back to the track goes Gordon. That ball sails away, and we are tied. After the first 8 Angels are retired, the number 9 man goes yard. Here's Cole Calhoun. And that's a nice play by Hosmer at first. But the game is tied half down the stretch. Struck him out upstairs for the first out here in the 4th.
Game, EJ.
So he doesn't want to eat anytime soon. On a hop to Ibar, who throws out Hosmer for the second out. You know, there are a lot of on the ground to Ibar. Plenty of time, and throws him out. 1-2-3 inning for Jared Weaver. Mom and Dad love it.
Now, if there is a weakness in his swing, it's that spot.
Skies that one into shallow center. Infante back. 1 down. Moments ago, we shattered his bat, and Moustakis will throw him out. 3-2. And Kendrick strikes out to end the 4th. 1-2-3. Go the Angels. We're heading to the 5th.
Anymore.
In the air, left center field, tailing away, and it's going to fall. Gordon safe at second, and Mike Trout had to lose that ball in the lights. To left field, pretty well hit. Josh Hamilton back and at the wall, makes the play. Gordon tags at second and standing at third. Perez came close, but Hamilton.
From Gordon over there, is he going or is he reading the ball through?
That scored the gap in right center field. Caught by Trout, but it's going to score the run. Here comes Alex Gordon, and the Royals lead it 2-1.
He speeds.
On the ground, that's an easy play. And the third out as Ibar throws him out. But the tie is broken. Omar Infante, a sacrifice fly. Scores Alex Gordon. And it's 2-1 in the middle of the 5th, resulting in a double for Alex Gordon, who came around to score. And David Freese launches to left, and we are once again tied. Another long ball answer by the Angels. Jason Vargas tonight, tied at 2. Ibar lays down the bunt, and Hosmer, did he get him? Yes, he did. Chris Guccione right on top of the play at first. Hamilton shattered his bat, and he is 0 for 2 runs against Vargas. And he just reached out off the end of the bat. Infante made a nice play, had to hurry and got him. Strike 3 to the Kansas City leadoff hitter. Escobar goes down on strikes as weak contact hitter. Tough to fan. And I did that to him. 2 down. Swinging at the first pitch. No trouble with the lights this time for Mike Trout. And that is an easy 1-2-3 inning for Jared Weaver. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this time Vargas wins the battle, 1 down in the 6th. Playing 58 games last year, he hit that ball well into right field. for a one-out single. Trout waiting and popping it up into shallow right. Aoki with a long run and makes the play. Mike Trout 0 for 3. They're at first and second with 2 down. In the air, right center field. Pretty well hit back toward that wall. And Lorenzo Cain and Aoki back there, and it's Aoki who makes the play. The Kansas City defense comes up huge again to keep the game tied. In the top half of the 7th inning. That's a mile high to right. Calhoun. 1 down.
Now tied.
Breaking pitch hit to right by Butler, and Calhoun has a beat on it. 2 up and 2 down here in the 7th. Popped him up in the infield. David Freese is calling and squeezes it in foul territory. You talk about an easy top of the 7th for Weaver. A lot of home run. It was July 26th. Of 2013. A leadoff walk in the 7th in a tie game.
You know, it's interesting. Everyone's out there now. The reason, after the 2-0 pitch, maybe the 3-0 pitch, Herrera was shaking out his hand like something was wrong. And that sinker down and in, that alarmed Perez. He signaled to the bench. He said, hey, come on out. There's something wrong with our pitcher. Called for the left-hander to come in, and they're going to take Herrera out.
What a blow to the Kansas City hopes and to their bullpen. Guy has been lights out, and he cannot continue after issuing a walk to David Freese to lead off the 7th inning after Herrera left with the injury. And if you don't know Finnegan's story, this guy on the fast track, Gordon Beckham, is the pinch runner for David Freese. Sox, Ibar squaring early and lays it down. Finnegan to first. Gets the out. Here in the playoffs. Grounded on the right side. 2 down. Beckham moves to third. Davis to the plate. Swinging at the first pitch and well hit to right. Aoki is back on the track, and he made that catch. Twice tonight, Aoki has saved the Royals. Unbelievable. He ran a strange route, but he made the catch.
An outstanding season this year. You can see his numbers on the year. The great thing about it is when they were at their toughest, they did not have the closer Street.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he tied him up and sent him to the Royals bench. 1 down. Fly ball to center. Easy for Mike Trout. As Smith delivers. In the air to right center field. Plenty of room for Trout. Middle of the 8th. Game 1. Tied at 2. Tried to catch the corner and missed. It's a leadoff walk in the 8th for Iannetta. Popped up the bunt, and Moustakas made the play. 1 down. Davis, that one bounced well in front of the plate. Iannetta is safe at second. Perez couldn't find it. And Trout waiting. Up and in. Ball 4. And they're at first and second with 1 out. The 1-2. In the air behind second. Infante is back and calling and makes the play. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Wade Davis and the Royals escape damage in the 8th. 2-2 as we go to the ninth. Reed is the third Angels pitcher.
Well, he's been almost automatic since coming over here for the Angels, but
and Escobar goes down swinging for the first out here in the ninth. In the air to left. Josh Hamilton, 2 down. And the Padres and now the Angels, and pitching here in game 1 of the ALDS. He just reached out and slapped it to first, and Pujols just did win the race to the bag. We may not be done yet. Yes, we are. You won't review that. It was close. Kane made it close. As a pinch runner when David Freese, who had homered earlier, walked to lead off the inning.
See Collins' numbers. He was sent to the minor leagues to work on his fastball.
And it hit him.
Calhoun did.
Back to the mound. Collins throws him out. And for the second time, Ibar has sacrificed a runner to second. The 1-2 struck him out.
You're sitting there, they had a tough decision to make. Aaron Crow had pitched so well for this team over 67 games during the year.
Payoff pitch way outside, and they're at first and second. Iannetta off the glove of Frazier, but Infante throws him out. And we are going to the 10th inning at the Big A. Extra innings in game 1 of the ALDS.
Fastball, sinking action, good slider. Interesting, the Angels bullpen.
Got him swinging, 1 out here in the 10th. Breaking pitch stayed upstairs, and there's a 1-out walk to Butler. Dugout, you almost miss him.
Have a lot of focus on the hitter.
Gore had a huge jump and swiped it easily. Gordon draws the intentional walk.
Gonna go.
Fly ball center field. Trout is there. 2 down here in the 10th. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Plenty of room for Pujols. End of threat. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th at the Big A.
Important innings they've had all season long.
That's Saturday afternoon at Yankee Stadium. The payoff to Calhoun. To left, and that's going to fall in front of Alex Gordon for a leadoff single. Nice piece of hitting. In the hole, Escobar gets the force at second. Trout reaches on the fielder's choice and then returned to the game. He gets this one popped up in the infield. Hosmer makes the play. And he struck out Kendrick for the 3rd out of the 10th. Danny Duffy does the job. We're going to the 11th.
For these Angels this year, out of the pen, 5-0.
Came. Fly ball well hit to right. Calhoun is back, and that ball has reached the seats. It's a solo homer, and it's a Kansas City lead. Mike Moustakas has given the Royals a 3-2 lead. Calhoun was back hoping to play a carom, but it found the first row. Escobar pops it up behind third. Ibar is back. Squeezes it for the first out. In the air to center. 2 out. Lead-off home run. That's hit well at second. Kendrick played it off his chest and threw him out for the 3rd out. But for the 2nd time tonight, a number 9 hitter is homered. This one by Mike Moustakas. Terod Dyson with speed to burn. He's in center field as Kane moves to right.
It's almost hard to believe that you would take out Aoki for defensive purposes after the game he's had tonight. Holland, 2 back-to-back 40-plus save years. Last time that was.
And Gordon Beckham goes down swinging to lead off the bottom of the 11th. Two down. Popped up to the only guy on the left side of the infield. And the guy who homered is the guy who squeezes the final out, Mike Moustakas. And game 1 of the ALDS goes to the Kansas City Royals. They won the wild card game in 12. They take game 1 in 11.